morning, Mark Angelo here. I want to make a quick little video while breakfast is being made. Um, Answering a couple of questions that I had this morning um, from Dylan Cole. Um, this is a topic that we've touched in the past, Dylan, so I'm just going to go ahead and make a separate video. But we do have a lot of videos when we interviewed guests that really dove really deep into spirituality paradigm. Spirituality and religion are two different things, and although a lot of people think they're the same, they're really not. As I mentioned last night, spirituality comes from within. It's a development of your spirit, not by engaging in any dogma or beliefs set upon other people. You have to find your inner guidance from your higher self. Some people try to use a middleman, or they try to get convinced by the different religiosity that's out there. So you proceeded by saying you talk a lot about how you grew spiritually throughout your journey. I'm curious to know what exactly you believe, because there are millions of directions you can go with spirituality versus religion. I was raised Jehovah's Witness, and I was baptized as a child as a Catholic, neither of which I believe in. That were my parents' beliefs, and they were imposed on me, as many of us who have inherited beliefs from others. My inner knowing started really happening from a very young age, that I knew that the things that I was being told by the adults were a lie, and I always had an inner connection with my higher self. I was always into the ESP, anything that had to do with inner knowing and astral projection and things like that. And you actually asked a question that I believe in astral projection. Yes, I do, and not so much hypnotism, because I think that's, there are people that may be easily hypnotized, but those individuals that are well in tune with them, their higher self, cannot and will not be submitted under that. Reincarnation, I do believe that our spirits do return, and as a matter of fact, the system, this matrix that we live in, is very much geared for that. They want you to go into the light to bring you back in here again and do it all over again, because they, meaning those that species that are interdimensional beings that are controlling this reality that we're living in, want us. We're like they kind of feed off of our energy. We're divine beings, and we have so much potential, and they've dumbed us down. They've messed with our DNA. That's why we have junk DNA, so that they can continue to harvest us. We're pretty much like the movie The Matrix. You're stuck in some sort of whatever, and they're like harvesting your energy. Let's see here. So yes, I do believe in my higher self, divine self. And I do believe in other realities, in other dimensions. This is just one particular dimension, and truly an illusion, as per the latest of physics and quantum physics and all that stuff. But we have gone into in details in other shows, and I can't remember because we've done so many shows. But if you go back to a playlist, there usually the title gives it away. But yeah, very much in tune with my development, my spiritual development. I believe religion stunts that, and I believe it was created to keep you stunted. The other question, let's see, that somebody else asked, was somebody from Spain, I guess. They call themselves Spain Ashley. They said it in Spanish. I'm very unhappy. I can't find myself in this life. I'm very confused. If I change my gender and convert myself into a woman without surgeries, would I be happy? And I simply answered them, that depends on you. I mean, your happiness compared to my happiness may be totally different. And I think that's a problem with a lot of people in this world today, that they want to follow somebody else's path, and you can only follow your own path. I can only say what works for me. I can never say what works for you. And that goes with anything, with diet, with spirituality, with transitioning, with detransitioning, with all of the different things that we do. It's all innate. People have lost their way of communicating with themselves. They're too easily influenced by outer influences and the internet and movies and what everybody else is doing. And you've got to go within. You've got to find your inner passion. What do you want for you? What is it that you feel like? You get, and I did it. I was like trying to tell people how to live their life based on me. And you won't catch me doing that again. Because that's what I've learned, that my experience is mine and nobody else's. You get a lot of these detransitioners now that are saying, that's my microwave saying I'm done, they're saying that there's no true trance because they feel like it didn't work for them, so they want to push that on everybody. We can't do that, people. This is an individual journey. Nobody else is going to live it for you. Nobody else is going to know it for you. Okay, it's you. You are the only person that can find out what works for you or what doesn't work for you. And the only way to really find out is to try it. A lot of people get all, not everyone should transition. Well, maybe not medically, maybe not do things that are permanently, but you owe it to yourself to try if this is what you really want, if this is really your issue. That's why social transitioning is so important. That's why people need to be a little kinder to those people that are socially transitioned, because that's like learning how to ride a bike with a little training wheels. You need to find out if this is you. It doesn't always work for everyone. But it doesn't mean that we should like push it away and make laws not to allow things to happen. All right, guys, I hope that answered your questions. I just wanted to make a quickie. Love you guys, but remember to always love yourselves too. Bye-bye.